What's up, people? It's me, just Dre. We're out here in the streets on the YouTube grind. We got ArakoTV, woke delusional woke people getting owned #2. We out here. We adding to the freaking repertoire of videos that we are reacting to.
Yeah, boy. Ow.
Okay, if you would like to send a video to react to, you can do that, bro. Like, I mean, we can react to whatever. Just make sure it's like not crazy, cause I will not hold back my thoughts, okay? And I'm kind of chilling right now, bro. I'm trying to maintain. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go! Like, we're not trying to get into YouTube jail or YouTube, like, canceled, okay? So just calm down. If you send a video, just chill out, bro. Like, just chill out, bro. Just let me live.
We do not care.
Just let me live. You see what we got. ArakoTV, woke delusional people getting owned. Shout out to ArakoTV because he just hit 1 million subscribers like a week ago. So shout out to the man. We here. Let's get it.
Let's use our quiet voices, please. Calm down.
Jigglypuff is tough.
Stop acting like a child, and I will.
Got your ass.
Dumbass.
Do you think women's sports should get paid more, get more recognition? What do you guys think?
For sure, like, we deserve equality, so definitely should.
Notice how she looked down when she said that? She doesn't fucking care, bruh. Like, she doesn't get... Listen, bruh, if you wanted women's sport to do better, then maybe you feminists should support women's sports.
Oh my god, you're right!
Just saying.
Exactly.
The WNBA has been in existence for almost 25 years and not one single team has been able to turn a profit. In fact, the NBA has to subsidize them to get a tax write-off to the owners. In other words, without the NBA, nobody's going to get paid, and there isn't even a league. It doesn't even exist.
Period.
Hundreds of climate activists
like, come on, man.
Shut down traffic for the day. We're out here talking to them, asking them, you know,
if
do they
you
have
want
jobs?
No, I strike.
Whatever. Like, whatever, man.
Skipping work?
I just strike. It is a strike, so I strike.
Okay, is your boss okay with it?
No.
Did you get the day off work today to come out and do this?
Well, man, my situation with work was I helped through a rough management transition, and they gave me a chance to take an extended break.
Did you get the day off work to come out here and do this?
No, I did not. I'm skipping work.
And you're gonna get
Can I ask
fired.
what you do?
I'm an artist.
This explains why a lot of these climate activists don't give a shit about disrupting normal working people's days, because they got nothing better to do.
Go home and get a job.
Are you aware of the debate happening in Washington State?
That's weird. Anyway, no wonder they don't, like he said, don't wonder they don't care. They don't have a fucking job. Fucking artist. Bro. Listen, bro.
Around,
fucking hate woke people, man.
To access bathrooms, locker rooms, spas
I dislike
based
them
on
very much.
Gender identity and gender expression.
I think people should be able to have access to the facility.
I think bathrooms could and potentially should be gender neutral because there doesn't need to be a classification for differences.
I think people definitely should have the ability to go into whichever locker room they want. Whether you identify as male or female and whether your sex at birth is matching to that, you should be able to utilize the resource.
So if I told you that I was a woman, what would your response be?
Good for you. Okay, like, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I don't have a problem with it.
If I told you that I was Chinese, what would your response be?
I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Just because on the outside, I would assume that you're a white man.
If I told you that I was 7 years old, what would your response be?
See? Like, where does this
I
end?
wouldn't believe that immediately.
Where does this end?
All college students saying they want bathrooms to be gender neutral. Let's wait in 10 years when they've got kids and they see some weird-ass man walking in the same changing room or bathroom as their little daughter.
I'm flipping the chair. Why are you flipping me off, bro?
Why are you taking my picture, bro?
Because there should be housing for you.
I don't want housing.
Then, so what do you want? Just to sit here then?
Yeah. It's my country, ain't it?
Yeah, but this isn't sanitary. We all live here. What
My man's chilling,
gives
man.
you more right than me?
It's unsanitary.
Look! What do you mean? You should want better for yourself.
I like it like this.
My man's hanging out, bro. Listen.
No, I got you, but we all
If he
have
good,
somebody's
if he like it, I'll
handicapped and
love
they need to
it.
get by. They can't.
They got 36 inches.
Somebody on a mobile bike can't get through here.
They got 36 inches.
So your freedom's more important than somebody else's.
36 fucking inches.
No, see, this is the problem. You think you're more important than somebody else.
I wanted to sit here and talk to the homeless guy and hold up traffic. Maybe somebody's got to go to the hospital.
Are you stupid or something?
You see that? You see how that guy just expects? He just thinks that he is more important than everybody else. This is the sense of entitlement.
Man, the homeless man made him look like a complete donut, and he still decided to post it and make himself look like an even bigger fool.
Congratulations.
Like, what the fuck, bro? He was chilling, man.
For 5,000 years BC, Gala, transcribed and androgynous trans priests of Sumerian goddesses have been around and noted. Since we are standing on Anishinaabe land, Turtle Island, which is the nation that we live under, has
I don't live under Turtle Island.
All right, well, maybe you should read a little more Indigenous knowledge books. Indigenous communities have used two-spirit personas for the entirety of their culture.
You're pointing to civilizations that committed human sacrifice, okay? That's not a good argument. Yes, that's true. There were all sorts of terrible tribes. In fact, as recently as a little over 500 years ago, the Aztecs here in the Western Hemisphere slaughtered 80,000 people in a sacrifice to one of the demons that they worshipped within the span of 4 days. That's not a recommendation of doing that. I don't think that we ought to consider it. How does one know that someone with the total physical appearance of a man, how can one know that that person really is a woman?
What is the purpose of knowing another person's sexual,
always their question.
sexual
there
identity
you are.
or
Why
Every
do you even care?
time.
What's the purpose of knowing someone's
why do you care?
biological sex? Well, for starters, because we have civil rights specifically for women in the United States. We have special bathrooms for women. We have special sports leagues for women. We have all sorts of special places and rights and privileges and that are for women that are not for men. So if now some men, people who at the very least appear to be men, are claiming a right to go into those women's bathrooms, then we either have to abolish all of the special rights and privileges that have existed for women for all of human history and are enshrined in our law, or they need to explain to me how those men are actually women. And they can't do the latter, and I'm not willing to do the former, and I don't think women across this country are willing to do the former, even if a few people have been so ideologically blinded.
Someone said she humiliated herself before it even started by wearing that hat.
Facts. That was stupid.
Well,
like
by
an
her logic,
acorn.
she probably needs to give up her house and any land that it's on, if she still believes that she's on Turtle Island or whatever she said.
But we all know that she ain't gonna do that.
When I
so
got certified, I
none
was
of them
told
are
I
ever
had
gonna
to
do
have a
that.
master's degree to be an Arizona certified teacher. Are we allowing the parents to choose the curriculum and the books that our children are going to read? The purpose of public education is not to teach only what parents want their children to be taught. It is to teach them what society needs them to be taught.
There's more than 100 years of Supreme Court precedent telling us that we have the distinct privilege and responsibility of directing the health, education, and upbringing of our children. You don't have that responsibility. Regardless of what you think about the importance of public education, the power ultimately lies in the hands of the parents who not only pay for what you do in the classroom, but whose children you instruct during a finite period of the day. If we're going to talk about responsibility and ownership, maybe you should take a look at our nation's math and English scores.
Listen, I get
Hey, that's facts, bro. Because listen, we are losing to a lot of countries, okay? And, like, you already see what TikTok is. Like, China's over here. I'm just saying, they over here taking up from the inside. If you know, you know. Wake up, people. Wake up. I'm not no conspiracy theorist. I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
But this is going way too far. Why is it that instead of making a brand new character that an actor gets to play where they debut that character, instead they are taking old characters that are loved and cherished and putting a black person in that role, which only sparks controversy because people are mad because they remember the original character and they're not the original character. And it's also super lazy. You don't value the talent enough to create a brand new character where you want to make them the center of controversy. I don't understand how black people aren't seeing this and how they still applaud it. This is not on some, oh, I'm being racist, internalized racism thing.
It's always their
always
thing.
been a blonde white woman. If you really care about inclusivity, Disney, create a new character.
This is why so many of these new movies are flopping, because they're all diversity box checking recreations of old films. How hard is it to just make a new film and make new characters, and also just to leave the ones that worked in the past? No, it's getting ridiculous when they can't even cast dwarves in Snow White.
That's fucking fast, bro. This is out of fucking hand, bro. This is why I don't even watch TV or movies anymore, because I always know that there's gonna be some underlying fucking message, some underlying theme message of whatever, feminism, fucking wokeness, whatever, something. There's always gonna be something in there, bro. Some line, some bar, something. And this is why I don't watch movies. They even tried to ruin the Spider-Verse, which I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my thing. And they tried to put Madam Web in there. And she don't even got Spider-Man powers. She's just a freaking clairvoyant. And then the whole movie, you know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna get into the whole movie, bro. But listen, that shit was ridiculous. The freaking previews had those 3 girls in costumes like they were about to fight somebody. The whole time they were running away from people. They're running away from some dude, bro. That's it. The only person that actually used any fucking powers was the guy. The evil guy. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Spoke up about this. And that was my issue. He had
Once
in
again,
the
I'm
past,
just talking shit.
no
So
issue
chill out.
cashing checks
I'm
that
just
were
chatting
made
shit.
for dwarf roles like
But I'm
Elf
actually
and
kind
all
of
that.
serious too.
That check cleared just fine.
When Piers Morgan is agreeing with you, I think you need to be concerned. I'll say that for the.
So you're telling a dwarf actor what
This
he's
guy got
supposed to do.
embarrassed this whole interview.
Having
Just
literally just
embarrassed.
lectured me about speaking for someone in the dwarf community, Warwick Davis, you now accuse a dwarf actor.
No, it's not what I said. I said that if you're siding with anyone, you've got to worry.
Right.
What I'd like to say actually is that I kind of.
No, you
agree
said
with what
siding
you're
with
saying.
Piers Morgan.
That's just taking a pot shot there.
No,
by saying,
yeah, it is absolutely
Morgan
taking a
agrees
pot
with
shot. But I do agree with what you're saying. And as a gay man, I know that growing up, I witnessed gay people being villains in movies when I was.
7 dwarves aren't villains.
And that I think
Come on,
stereotypes
how many gay people were really villains in movies, bro?
This isn't a part of this about the stereotype.
Like, how many were
This is about
really
roles
villains?
that were made for
We all know that
people
it's mainly
of my stature
straight
that
white
don't
men
have
that are the
chance
villains.
to go out for other roles normally.
Like, how many gay people were villains,
I had
bro?
a role in a Hollywood
I am
film.
not going to get into an attack on a dwarf.
You don't want a dwarf actor to land a role
I do,
playing a dwarf part.
Listen, a dwarf can play a dwarf part, but I think it's important to change narratives that don't fit in today's society. You're using Dylan as a cheap shot to attack a Wokey.
I don't think Dylan feels I'm using him as a cheap
And
shot.
this guy's supposed to be a comedian.
This. I have spent the last year listening to people tell me only gay actors should play gay parts. Only Welsh actors, so Michael Sheen, should play Welsh characters. And so on and so on and so on. But the moment we have dwarf roles, which are the most famous dwarf roles in Hollywood history, then the only people apparently who can't play them are dwarf actors.
Makes no sense.
It's a cartoon.
Literally no sense.
It has not changed. It was a cartoon. Those weren't actually dwarfs in the
It
movie.
was called Snow White and the 7 Dwarves.
No, that is.
But it's a
literally
story about dwarves.
Dwarves.
Well, they
It's a
shouldn't be
story
called
What the
dwarves.
fuck, bro?
They shouldn't be called dwarves.
This is
They
nuts.
should be called people with dwarfism.
They shouldn't be called.
What's wrong with being
They shouldn't
called
be
dwarves?
called dwarves.
Nothing, but that's not the correct
That's the
term.
story.
Nothing's wrong with
apparently
it,
you're
but they
not
shouldn't be
allowed-
called
Dylan
it.
Dylan call himself whatever.
Apparently, Dylan, you're not allowed to call yourself dwarves, apparently.
I would love to hear, what should I call myself, sir?
I think you should call yourself whatever you feel comfortable with, but as a person.
He calls himself a dwarf.
Y'all are fucking weak, bro.
Good for you. I'm happy.
Just weak. You don't stand on anything, bro. You don't stand on anything, bro. Like, weak.
It shouldn't be called Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. It should
Listen,
just be
I
called
do not want to
Snow
get
White.
cancelled
So are
because
you
I
saying-
think your point of view is more
You
important
don't want to
than
get
mine right now.
cancelled.
What I'm
As this person says, imagine not being a dwarf, but arguing with a dwarf what it feels like to act a dwarf role.
It's fucking
You need
ridiculous.
Michael.
Get some help.
Bruh, listen. This shit is crazy. You're gonna look. Dude was saying, right? I think they should be called people with dwarfism. And then dude says, what do you think I should call myself? I think you should call yourself whatever you want. Okay, so you're not even gonna stand on what you just said literally 2 seconds ago. You're gonna to placate to it, right? That's crazy to me, bro. You wokies don't stand on your freaking beliefs most of the time. As soon as you get challenged by someone you deem a minority, a protected group, class, whatever, you immediately just shrink. Oh, you can call yourself whatever you want. Oh no, I don't mean to be this. Like, bro, you know what? If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, boys. I'm out. YouTube by the cats.